Hi, everybody. My name is Erica Kang. I am the CEO and founder of KryptoSeoul and also the organizer for Hackatom HCMC. Thank you so much for coming. And actually, the speaker who is supposed to speak on behalf of me hasn't been able to travel, so I am going to do the intro. So please bear with me. I'm going to try my best to try to introduce Cosmos to you as much as possible. So I've been hosting Cosmos meetups in Korea, so I'm Korean, and I've been hosting meetups, conferences, hackathons for Cosmos in Korea for a long time. So I think it's pretty natural that I can do an intro of Cosmos. So let's go and see what it is. Oh, yeah. So a little bit about me. So this is a bunch of posters that I can just drag from my drive, and this is basically what I've been doing. I'm a community builder, so I help host a lot of technical events, hackathons, conferences, meetups, all sorts of things all around the world. I've hosted over 30 meetups worldwide, mostly in Seoul, but in Tokyo, Berlin, San Francisco, New York, and so forth, and first one here. So I'm very glad to host something here. And I'm based here, by the way, so I've been living here for 2 years. So yeah, so more to come. And these are some of the things that we've been doing. I hosted annual conferences, and I'm gonna be hosting one here in Ho Chi Minh City after the COVID is gone, right? So, and also host a YouTube channel by KryptoSeoul, and I run a series of interviews called The Erica Show, and Vitalik was on my show. Peng Zong, who is the CEO of Tendermint, he was on the show. SEC Commissioner Hester Peirce was on my show. So I've done about 27 episodes so far, so if you want to check it out, please go ahead. And yeah, what is Cosmos, right? So Cosmos is a decentralized network of independent, scalable, and interoperable blockchains. And I think interoperability is a very big keyword in describing Cosmos. And so before Cosmos, blockchains, they didn't speak to each other. They were all separated, siloed. And I think that causes a problem because there's going to be thousands of blockchains out there. So Cosmos wants to connect these blockchains together and be able to communicate together. Right? And FYI, Cosmos did an ICO back in 2017. It raised $17.3 million in 30 minutes. And I believe with that fund, it's been growing quite a bit recently with the price in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So it's been able to fund a lot of developers and communities worldwide. So yeah, they've been doing quite well since the ICO. Let's see. So Cosmos has this model called hub and spoke model, where these zones are independent blockchains, zone, and there's a hub. So there's a hub kind of connects these zones together, and it's kind of like Lego, if you know, yeah, Lego, Tetris, kind of stick the pieces together. So it's easy to build piece by piece, and you can plug in whatever it suits you and what customizes your needs, I guess. So the zones are independent blockchains powered by Tendermint engine. So we have a Tendermint engine, it's going to talk about later. And why Cosmos? So Cosmos has like 3 main traits, main characteristics. One is sovereignty, so you're in control of your own chain. So it doesn't require, the chains to, buy atoms. It can use your own coins. So it's very independent. So that's one big aspect of Cosmos. 2, interoperability, as I said before. So interoperability means being able to communicate with each other. And yeah, so those chains are all connected into one big network. And number 3, customization. As I just explained about the Lego pieces, you can really customize your own chain by using the Cosmos SDK IBC. And so it's very efficient for a lot of blockchains to build on Cosmos. So let's kind of go back to like where it all started. You all know Bitcoin, I'm sure you all we all know Bitcoin, and this is generation 1. So it started from Bitcoin, and the code base is very, very simple. It is not very efficient for developers to build on Bitcoin, related to Bitcoin, so it's very unfriendly to developers to kind of play around with it. So it is very simple, and the control is very small. And then we move on to Ethereum, and Ethereum is going crazy right now, it's in a good way. And so, the characteristic of Ethereum is introduces smart contracts, right? So smart contracts enable developers to use the tools to customize and make your own application on top of Ethereum. So you see DApp, DApp, DApp. This stands for decentralized application. So yeah, so Ether has been doing really well. But one thing that Ethereum is suffering is the gas fees, and also there's too much activity going on, and Ethereum scalability issue is very, very big these days, as you probably know. So Cosmos, it kind of, in 2014, Kwon, who just had that amazing speech, he's the co-founder, and Ethan Buckman, he's also a co-founder, they come together to solve like the scalability problem. They were like, okay, well, Ethereum, if it gets too big and blockchains cannot speak to each other, it's going to be limited. So they come up with Cosmos SDK. SDK stands for Software Development Kit tool. And it's a tool set for developers to customize your blockchain in a very modular style way. So it's secure, so it introduces shared security model, modular, and it uses Golang, as here just mentioned, and is a proof of stake network. So it is very different from what's happening in Bitcoin, Ethereum, so which is based on proof of stake, right? Oop, yeah. And so it is very developer friendly, written in Go. I think Golang community in Vietnam is very big here as well as all around the world. So a lot of Golang developers love to play around with Cosmos. And yeah, so it is completely open source, of course, available on GitHub. And let's move on. And it's modular as well, extensible. So it has a modular architecture for plug and play development. So you can kind of plug, so these pieces kind of constitute what can be put into building your own blockchain. And yeah. So there's core modules that I can kind of go through. One is Tendermint in the middle. I said it was an engine, kind of like powers the blockchain. It is a consensus protocol, and it is used by a lot of protocols out there. I'll show you later. And so one of the main traits of this is like instant finality. So it's like very quick. One block finality is very quick. And I think this is kind of outdated, but there's more validators in Cosmos Network these days. This was like a slide from some time ago. Sorry about that. And so I'm sure some of you have maybe heard of Ethermint. Ethermint means Cosmos SDK plus EVM from Ethereum. So it kind of gets the best of both worlds. It kind of connects Ethereum to Cosmos. So having Ethereum, you can get like, you can get the smart contracts, but then with Cosmos, you can get scalability of Tendermint. So it kind of powers both. And so one kind of secret message that I want to share is, so I talked with some Samsung guys back in Korea, and they said they were using Ethermint in their company. They built an application within the employees at Samsung, and they used Ethermint to try out if it's viable or not, and they said it was very powerful. So I was very surprised in a pleasant way. I don't know if they do it now, but a few years ago, they were playing around with it. So I think a lot of companies are playing around with Ethermint. And so EVM plus shared security equals Ethermint. Shared security means, it just reinforces security within the Cosmos ecosystem. So you can kind of plug in EVM shared security. So you can just kind of simplify these as moving blocks, suitable blocks that makes the best chain for you. And another module on the side, we talked about Tendermint over here, but now it's staking, proof of stake. And you can use your coin. So Cosmos has its own coin called Atom, ATOM, and I believe I was checking CoinGecko. Do you know CoinGecko site? Maybe I use CoinGecko all the time. If you want to check the market cap of a project or a coin, you use CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and according to yesterday, it was number 32. Just check the numbers, and I think it's undervalued, to be honest. But yeah, Atom is way up there, and it's been doing quite well. So with your atoms, you can literally participate in governance. You can participate as like delegators, meaning that if you have a stake, if you have a coin, atoms, you can participate in the development of Cosmos ecosystem. So, for example, I use Telegram a lot. A lot of crypto people use Telegram. And there are many, many Telegram rooms within the Cosmos ecosystem, and one is specifically for Cosmos governance room. So everybody who wants to vote, who wants to have an opinion on development of Cosmos, they say something in the room, and they make an opinion, they vote, and they all vote yes or no. And it's really, it's fascinating to see how it's like very flexible, and they share their opinions. And I think everybody who has stake in the Cosmos network can have the authority or the right to say that. So it's, I think it kind of relates to what Jay was saying in the video about having people having a voice, right? And be able to make a change. So Cosmos really does follow what the vision was in the beginning. So governance is very important. It relates to proof of stake as well. And it's literally liquid democracy for bonded stakeholders. So people who have a stake in the system, who have a share in the system, can participate in a democratic system, which is very beautifully made by Cosmos. And the most important element in the Cosmos development is IBC, inter-blockchain communication. It is basically like a communication highway. It facilitates communication among blockchains, and this completes the complete Cosmos vision. So this has been formally launched a few months ago. There was a launching party. It was great. And you can move coins and data between different blockchains. And it is similar to TCP/IP for the internet. So without this, the vision would not be complete. And it was a huge moment for the Cosmos team. They've been developing it for like several years. It's been a crazy ride. But this really completes the picture. So the most recent development of the Cosmos team has been the following. So there's been some problems with developing a blockchain. I'm sure some of you have tried out developing your own blockchain, and some things that makes it difficult, it just takes too much time. I'm not a developer, but I've seen a lot of people suffering to train developers to learn about the blockchain scene and to code in the right way, and it's just too much time. Onboarding times, like at least several months, right? And that's been a major problem. Another thing is validating a chain in this proof of stake system is too expensive. I've seen many validator companies, they ambitiously started. They were like, oh, we're gonna earn a lot of money, we're gonna do really well, and then they end up like really having a hard time because it just costs too much money to validate a chain. And the infrastructure, I think the human resource, it really lacks the human resource, financial resources, so that's a pain as well. And another thing is decentralized launches are just too difficult. There's too many terminologies, there's too many hurdles, I guess, in terms of making it easy and affordable for a lot of these blockchains to launch. So right now, what Cosmos team has been doing for months is the Starport CLI. So it's a tool set for blockchain developers to really quickly like whip up a blockchain in 5 minutes. It's kind of surreal, but it is true. So it's the easiest way to build a blockchain app. Basically, 5 minutes is all you need. And you can scaffold the code, front end, and also like the smart contracts are provided by Cosm. You can check out Cosm. It's a very, very talented team. I'm sure some of you know. Yeah, it's available today. You can go to the website. And so the website is cosmos.network. And you can go to the website and check out Starport menu. There's a whole menu with the manual. It's very well done. So if you are curious, please check it out. And the Starport network is on the way. The testnet is going to be provided in 6 months. That's what I've been told today. And yeah, it's on the way. They're really trying hard to make it work. This is basically a chain built on the Cosmos SDK, just kind of connected to the CLI that I just introduced before. And it just makes it really easy to discover chains, resources, validators, just to make it really easy to build. Just making it really like, because it usually takes months at least, and I think Starport makes it much more affordable and easy, reasonable. So you can play around with the CLI, and the testnet will be ready in 6 months, so you should, you should dive into it. Let's just go and talk about the Cosmos ecosystem. So there's so many teams. I couldn't put all the logos inside. I just put the ones that I know best. Maybe you guys know Terra. Terra is it's a Korean team. Well, it's not every blockchain team is global. Yeah, so it's originated by founders, Korean founders. That's all I can say. So Terra has been doing great. It's built on the Cosmos SDK. Binance BNB chain is built on the Cosmos SDK, which I don't think a lot of people know, but it does. So yeah, Binance. It's great that Binance chain has been developing on Cosmos SDK. Also, there was a team. I forget the team, but Region Network, IOV, Foam Protocols, a team based in New York. They've been doing location related, service. It's like Google, decentralized Google Map. You should check it out. It's a really good team. Kava is a wallet. Some Korean wallets, Korean teams building wallets. Cosmos Station is one. There's Kepler. Kepler is an upcoming new wallet that's been doing really well these days. Yeah, there's so much more. Secret Network, Akash. Akash is a decentralized cloud network on top of Cosmos SDK. So there's so many. Latest community events that I just kind of thought of on top of my head. So I'm a community person, so I thought, okay, I should share what's happening in the Cosmos community, because I think community is really important, and Cosmos supporting community is a big plus for me, because I really appreciate teams that do that. Recently there was Hack Atom Russia. It was online. It's been successfully finished recently. I saw the ceremony and everything. Yeah, that happened recently. Gravity Dex competition. I think that's ongoing. If you like trading, if you like making arbitrage, maybe you should check out the website. I heard the competition is quite fierce, but I think you guys can handle it. There was the IBC launch party. It was very fun a few months ago. Everyone wore costumes, and we did a Zoom call together just because we're in COVID. And Game of Zones, this is an incentivized testnet for IBC. This was before the IBC launch. It was a huge competition among the Cosmos ecosystem people, and it was really great. And there were, a lot of hackathons. San Francisco, Seoul, the one that I hosted. So a lot of things that Cosmos is trying to foster developer participation, and also just to make a very healthy and long-term community. So speaking of hackathons, I'm going to be hosting a hackathon with Nicole in Ho Chi Minh City. So that I can see, do you see the logo over there? We just made it just for Vietnam. It's June 4th to 6th at this venue right here. Thanks for Propsy for sponsoring this whole venue. This is great. The prize pool is $20K. For the first prize will be, 3-day, 72-hour hackathon, offline. First prize 10K, second prize 6K, third prize 2K. So total pot is 20K. And I think it's a great incentive because it doesn't just end here. Like, of course, it's great that you can earn a lot of money, but also winners of this hackathon can apply to future grants provided by the Cosmos Foundation. They've been very generous with the grants, so I think you should try to, go further and really build your reputation in the blockchain ecosystem. So please do participate. And you don't need to know coding. You can be a designer, and you can participate as a UX designer at the hackathon because they need good designers to make a good presentation and so forth. So, I mean, anybody's welcome. Students are welcome. Yeah, really, just ask me questions if you have any questions related to that. And, ooh, it's very bright. There's many challenges. There's 4 challenges that you can kind of choose from. You don't need to actually confine to these, but we just gave an example of what would be good. DeFi is really big these days, and NFT is really big these days. And I think Cosmos ecosystem really wants to foster DeFi protocols and also NFT-related marketplaces. That would be awesome. So if you could maybe do that, I think that would be a huge attention grabber. And if you're a really serious developer, you can definitely have a golden challenge where you can implement a peg zone and try to make Cosmos network better. So you can check this out on the website. We have an official website for the hackathon. And yeah, so the goal for Cosmos is to build 1 million blockchains to foster the network of 1 million blockchains. And I think it's going to happen in maybe, I don't know, 5 to 10 years. Who knows? I mean, it's growing. I think a lot of, as you can see on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, the number of projects is growing day by day. And it would be nice to have you a part of it. And I will try my best to bring good projects to Ho Chi Minh City. So thank you. And if you have any, thank you so much.